Hello everyone, it's 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜 here, and I've made it to day 2. Hey, congratulations to me. Day 2 of what? Day 2 of the Infinite Creativity daily thing. I've started a newsletter. So if you want to sign up for my newsletter, you sign up. And I decided, how can I let more than the 7,000 people, 7 people on the list get to know what I'm talking about every day. So I thought I would do live videos. So this is effectively the newsletter live and improved. And the newsletter looks like this. So if you want to sign up for the newsletter, and please do, you will then get not only the newsletter, but the opportunity to watch this. And I tell you what's in the newsletter. And it's about creativity, how you can be more creative and more productive. So I'm just going to go through this. That's it. That is the show. I go through the newsletter and I also chat and talk about it. And if there are links in the newsletter, I look at the links. How cool is that? So yeah, so that's the deal. If you want to get the newsletter, please do, because you get goodies like my 9 ninja tips on being more creative, which is kind of fun. And there's other stuff as well. Yeah. Go here. Go to Infinite Creativity. Of course, you can't see the link. InfiniteCreativityNow.com. Yes, but aha. There it is. InfiniteCreativityNow.com/newsletter. You sign up for the newsletter. You get the 9 ninja tips. You get me in your inbox every day, more or less, giving you stuff about creativity. Also, I'd love it if you asked me questions or commented. I want to be your go-to resource on anything to do with creativity and productivity. I'm going to launch straight in because I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out show. I've got someone saying hello already. It's 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜. Hello. Hi. How are you doing? My fan. I've got a fan, folks. So this is my Infinite Creativity newsletter for today. And it's called, of course, you can't see the title. How can I get it so you can see the title? The title was From Boring Brushstrokes to Masterpieces. That's the topic. As you see, it says, helping you be as creative as you'd love to be. If that's you, stay tuned. And today I decided to create a live version. I was just thinking, is this yesterday? So I think it's today's. Today I decided to create a live version of the Infinite Creativity newsletter, and I did. So I did a Facebook Live on my profile page where I read today's newsletter, but also showed and chatted about the links to other web pages and even had a couple of comments like I just did. Thank you, 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜. So yeah, so basically I send this out in the morning, 9 o'clock my time, Paris, because 9 o'clock has got a 9 in it. And I like the number 9. You know, I mean, it's 3 times 3 and everything. So I send that out at 9 in my morning. Then I do this live at 6 o'clock my evening. So that's 9 hours later. The reason is because probably quite a few people from the States and South America will be watching eventually. And of course, if I do it at 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, you're all going to be in bed. So this will give you a chance. People in Europe can still watch and people in the States can see me. If you're on the West Coast, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're on the East Coast, it's more like midday. So it's cool. It should be all right. Let me carry on. Yeah, so I'm asking for comments about this live. Is this something you would like to enrich the Infinite Creativity newsletter experience? Let me know, either by replying to this message or ideally by watching the recording. That's happening now. Do you like the idea of a daily creative sort of brainstorm based around my creative newsletter? If you do, let me know. You can say hello. You can say yes, please in the chat. And if you don't want it, just don't say anything. Simple. So why not ask me questions, which I could cover every day? That would be really cool too. So I'm thinking if people ask me a question about creativity or productivity, I will answer it in my daily Infinite Creativity daily shows. As I'm in France, I have to do it later in my day. I've just said this. If I want folks in the States to take part live, I'll see how it goes over the next few days. So that's the deal. And then this is the newsletter. I'll just chug through it. I'll maybe get rid of this big banner here. So I decided it's Monday. Meme begins with M, as Monday does. So for this day, at least, I'm doing a Monday meme. See, I create memes. I hate memes when they are other people's memes. I don't mean your memes. If you did a meme, you created it and you showed it to me, I would love it. Unfortunately, what happens is people send all, the typical cheesy sort of sunset, some woman in silhouette jumping up in the air, and some cliched quote or feel-good thing. It's not that I hate that, intrinsically. It's just that it's so unoriginal. Please do something original. So I do memes, because what is a meme? It's, you have to say the most significant, hard-hitting, even funny, clever thing you possibly can in the minimum number of words possible. That's an excellent artistic challenge in terms of art with words, isn't it? So I love memes for that. I just don't love unoriginal memes. Put your memes on your photograph. I was talking to a friend today about this, who, since she watched something where I said, for goodness sake, make it your photograph, please. How difficult is it to go out there and take a picture of a flower or a leaf? So she was sitting in her room. I was on Zoom with her, and I saw a plant behind her, leaves, green leaves, against the white wall. Well, go and take a photograph of a green leaf against a white wall, make it pale, make that the background for your meme with your original words. Great. So give me original memes, please. So I do these memes on various topics. This one is part of it's part of a series that I'm doing right now. I challenged myself. I had 81 days before my birthday in August, and I said, okay, a group challenge in my group, the Today's the Day group. I just said, look, I'm going to do 81 memes in 81 days about creativity. Who wants to join in? I don't mean you have to do memes about creativity. You do anything you like, not even memes, anything you like for 81 days. And some people have taken me up on it. So this one is, finished masterpieces are just collections of boring brushstrokes, words and notes. Focus on those and the big pretty picture will quickly inspire quotes. So I've got to get the rhythm here, because there was a rhythm as well as a rhyme. For some reason, they came out rhyming. So all 81, I guess it's too late now. They're all going to have to rhyme. So it's finished masterpieces are just collections. Finished masterpieces are just collections of boring brush strokes, words and notes. Focus on those and the big pretty picture will quickly inspire quotes. So the second bit seems to flow more easily than the first bit, but that's because I've forgotten how the first bit goes. Basically, it means the most amazing masterpiece you've ever seen is just collections of, boop, 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 boop. And then you do that often enough with the right colors in the right places, and you get a masterpiece. So that's my quote for today, which is one of my fundamental things that I tell everybody. And I remind myself, you can do anything, if you just do the little bits that are necessary to create the big thing, often enough. It'll happen. It's just most people don't. I don't think there'll be a meme every day, but who knows? Maybe there will. The newsletter's pretty free. I'm just seeing how it goes. I'm inventing everything as I go, I say. Fun, fun, fun. So here I've just invented the Monday meme feature. What do you think? Do you like it? You think it's a good idea, folks? Say hello if you're watching live. By the way, to watch live, you need to be watching here for me to get comments. If you want to leave me a comment so I can see it, you can either watch it on YouTube or here on Facebook/SabParis. You leave a comment there, I will see it. If you don't, I won't. So that's where you've got to watch for me to see your comments. So this topic is dear to my heart, as I said. I'm repeating. I'm saying everything first, then I read the newsletter and I've already said it. I don't know what that means. So this topic's dear to my heart, creativity. It's the common concept that you can achieve practically anything if you stick at it long enough, simply by repeating small and regular steps. It's not new, folks, and yet it really helps sometimes to have someone tell you it in a friendly way. I do some stuff where I drop it and I never finish it, but I've started doing more and more things where I do take those little steps regularly, and I do get bigger stuff done. So, in all modesty, I'm just saying, it seems to work for me sometimes. So I would go for it. This is number 2. This is video number 2 for newsletter number 2. You see, 2 small steps. And the last time I started something with small steps, actually, I'll read the newsletter because I'm going to say that again. So regular little steps. I've lost many kilos this way. Recently, I finished an extremely comprehensive photography masterclass, even if I do say so myself, 27 in-depth training videos over 9 weeks. And that's amazing for me. And it's done. I just did one every day or three every week, and hey presto. And I'm also approaching 1,000 artistic Paris street photos and 1,000 accompanying video articles for my Paris Photo Chronicles series in 1,000 days. So do the math, and all I had to do was publish 1 photograph and its little article every day. Easy peasy, right? Well, you might think it's easy or you might not, but just give it a go. Give it a go. Find something you can do. It's doable, doesn't take that long, and you love. Do it every day, and you will be amazed how quickly it becomes part of your routine. And you've got an amazing thing building up, and you don't even realize where it came from. So I really recommend everyone do that. I've got Karen. Hi, Karen. Way watching, but you disappear off the screen if I comment for some reason. Way watching, but you... Okay, well, I mean, I'm still here. So hello, thanks for commenting. And I can see you, and I can see your comment. Wonderful. And I've got Despina. Hi, Despina. Hello, Despina. Good to see you here. So I'm just going through my newsletter. It's my new daily feature. You should be receiving my newsletter. If you're not, go here to get my newsletter. It's infinitecreativitynow.com/newsletter. Go there, sign up, get the free goodies, and then you can watch this video, which goes through my newsletter and goes further on it. And of course, you can interact. Give me questions about creativity, questions about productivity. All right, so yeah, it sounds easy, but how many people do this? Or rather, how many people don't do this? A little thing every day. Life's made up of little things, so why not make one of those little things something that's going to build up to something amazingly creative? Because we brush our teeth every day. I was going to say comb our hair. I don't comb my hair every day. I decided not to, to save time. Yeah. Can you believe I used to have long blonde hair down to my waist when I was at university? When I arrived at university, at the age of 17 or 18, I already had the longest hair in the place. Ah, those were the days. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Girls begging to plait my hair. And anyway, yeah. So you can count on me to both encourage you to take those regular little steps and to provide you with examples of exactly what that looks like. Give me any questions you have about this vital topic and I'll cover them. So a question to think about. What stops you? What small step could you take? No, sorry. This is a question to think about. What stops you from setting up a system to take regular little steps on something you want to advance on? What stops you? How could you change that? If you want, you can go to the thread for this video in the Infinite Creativity Now group and talk about that. So this is another way I've linked stuff up, you see. No, it's not that. It's this. That was a video from yesterday, you see. And this is the group. If you want to take this conversation further, this is actually in this Facebook group, Infinite Creativity Now, and it's playing now. You can't comment if you're watching it there, but in the comments, let's take these questions further. What do you think? Does that sound fun? So if you want to answer that question, what stops you from setting up a system? Or maybe, how do you set up a system? So invitation to action. Here it is. This is where you do stuff because nothing happens without action. Nothing. well, stuff does happen. It's just that you're not really having anything to do with it, which if it's good, then that's fine. And if it's not good, that's not so fine. So there's an invitation to action in each email. And that today's action is, what small step could you take today, which could be repeated daily and move you towards a cool outcome? This is closely linked to creating useful habits. It's not exactly the same, but you can see how close it is, and it could be the same. And I'll be talking about habits a lot because habits are so important. They could be maybe the fundamentals of what our life actually is based on our habits. So if we've got crap ones, then our life's probably crap, or at least not as wonderful as it could be. And then I will always offer, this is complete clarity, what they call it, transparency. At the end of every email, I will invite you a way of continuing the story, either with me or on your own or in a group, or the things that I offer, for example, my art, coaching with me. That's part of the deal. It's always there. So you're never surprised, but at least you always know what I do and that you can work with me if you want. So here I tell you that I offer a free creativity coaching call with no sales talk. There it is. It says so. So I don't try and get you to buy coaching from me. It's just it's a really nice hour-long coaching call but I do have a proviso because it's valuable time. It's 1 hour of my day. And so I want you to be dynamic, enthusiastic, and serious about getting more creative and productive. And that has nothing to do with whether you want to work with me or not. That's the proviso for me offering you an hour of coaching. So come, by all means come, with enthusiasm, with dynamism, with an idea, with a question you want to talk about. Okay, I'll start by saying, so what should we talk about today? And it's up to you to have something. Okay, otherwise, we're kind of swimming around. We can swim around. I do swim around sometimes with people, but I generally like to work with people who've got an idea and they want to forge ahead, but they're not completely clear on how to do that. That's it. What else do I say? Yeah, I say, if you want this coaching thing, you need to go to my website here. Go to 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍 and you click this button here, this big green button. No, it isn't. It's orange. No, it's green. No, it's orange. And book your session. You see some slots and we can have a conversation for an hour. And it's really, really wonderful to connect like that. Yeah, so that's it. What did I say here? Please send me any questions about creativity or productivity, and I'll answer them in a Facebook Live. I can't wait to hear from you. Let me know if you find these emails useful. That's what makes it all worthwhile for me. Now, I'm thinking, please say hello again. If you just joined, I can see some people here. Just say hello, and I'm about to go. But I will say that I'm thinking of starting up my live videos in my photography group again, because it's been a while and I need to get those going. So I might just do that in about half an hour or an hour, where we talk about photography, all the wonderful things about photography that you can possibly imagine. There'll be a weekly competition. I'm going to get that going again soon. And I'm going to get my writing group growing. I meant going, but growing as well. And that's it. How are we doing for time? So that was about 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes is cool because normally when I start talking, I don't know about you, but I can't stop. And Greta, oh my God. So I've got Despina saying I'll sign up. Great. Sign up for coaching, sign up for my daily emails, whatever you like, sign away. I've got Greta. Hello, Greta from Atlanta. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. I know you've popped in once or twice before, I think. So this is my new thing, Greta. I'm trying it out. I've decided to create a daily newsletter, which you obviously have to sign up for. And I decided to take it further. I wanted to do something that's accessible to everyone. So let's talk about creativity every day, 6 p.m. my time, normally, and see what happens. Give me questions about creativity, about productivity. Give me your hints and I'll share them. And I think it'll just be really good. So that's it. 20 minutes. I think that's good. I did want to say that I've just done a crazy stint on my paintings, on my painting project, which is called Infinity Squared. I've got a sub project of that, and it's called the Infinity Squared Connective, or I2C. The website's 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍. And the idea is you adopt a puzzle piece. Feel free to go if you know this, but I'm going to show you something amazing in a second. So you go there and you adopt a puzzle piece. My puzzles are 3x3 squares to make one big square with no beginning, no ending. You can move them around. It always makes a picture. And you can adopt them. You adopt a piece, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can offer a gift to someone. In other words, you buy the puzzle pieces, you adopt them, I say. It's only like €9 for a puzzle piece, plus €3 for postage anywhere in the world. And believe me, this is not to make money. It takes me infinitely longer to produce this than any remuneration will pay me back. So this is purely, well, a get to know my art and to bring people together, because the concept is really, really wonderful. It's intricate, it's funny, it's intriguing. So have a look at this, 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍, and read about it. So the puzzle looks like that. So what I'm doing is I'm sending off a set of 9 puzzle pieces today. And I just wanted to show you what the preparation looks like. Don't know if you can see here. Okay, there's the preparation for some of them. Okay, so those are 9 packs. I hope you can still hear me. Those are 9 packs. And I'm just going to show you what you get in each pack. So in each pack, even if you just adopt one. You get the puzzle piece, which is now wrapped in a little piece of paper. So it's ready to go. So I'm not actually going to show you a puzzle piece, but you saw some of them on the last screen. Inside this is one of these. So you get your puzzle piece, of course. This links up to other people's puzzle pieces. So you can actually contact other people. The game is to construct the puzzle with the other 8 people. Every edge touches someone else. You get to contact 2 people, and 2 people get to contact you. So if everybody contacts everybody with a friendly hello, or an offer to, I don't know, help them somehow, or to show them around their town if they come to your town. It's all about giving. It's not about getting. But obviously, if everyone gives a little something, a little gesture, or something big for all I know, then everybody gets something. So there's that. You get this signed postcard with rounded edges. I had a big debate about this, whether to do rounded edge postcards or not. And in the end, I went for rounded edge postcards. So this is the most important poem I've ever, no, maybe not, but it's an incredibly important poem for me. It's called My Reality, and it's signed by me, you see. There's my artistic signature stab, my Eiffel Tower picture, of course, with love from Paris. And the bottom line actually gave me the name for my first ever website, called Paris Set Me Free, which is now still, it's like more than 20 years ago. And it's now my main website for my Paris photographs and writing. And you get a little welcome note. Your name will be here. You get these. It's a set of bookmarks, actually. You cut them up and you cut them any way you like, and they're very nice, very good size as well. You get a certificate of authenticity. That's my favorite puzzle pick, says Alice. My favorite puzzle pick. So excited. Well, you're only going to get one piece. If you want the whole one, you have to go a bit further. You get a little certificate of authenticity. Every single piece has its name and it's signed, so that you know that it's an original. Not that I've seen anything like this out there before, and hopefully never again. That's how you connect with people through this game. You get 10% off any of my art, the big ones or the little desktop ones. And you get vouchers to give to your friends. If you want to adopt some pieces, and then you adopt them yourself on the site, and then you give your friends this voucher, and they go to the site, and when they get to the site, they click here, claim a gift. And then they tell you who they are. They tell you that they're your friend, whoever's just given it to them, the voucher, and I send it to them instead of to you, which is nice as well. Well, that's a graphic that shows you everything that I'm showing here, all the stuff that you get. So just to finish off, then the best bit. Well, actually, you get an information sheet about the history of my art, my infinity squared art. Okay, so you get that in English or French, and probably not the best. The best is hopefully this, but you get three. It's a poem on the card. 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍 says it's a poem on the card. Yeah, 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍, this is a poem. Okay, it's called My Reality, and I wrote this poem in 1997. I'd only been in Paris for about 4 years, and this poem, even, you know, so it's 23 years ago. This poem for me is still faultless, flawless. You know, it's what it is for the words, but for me it represents what Paris means to me. And you know, Paris is more than just Paris. It's about the creative lifestyle. It's about leaving my home country and setting up somewhere else, learning a new language and changing my life. So it's not just Paris. I always say to people, you know, I love Paris, but that's just me. It could be anywhere. For you, maybe you have a Paris somewhere, but it's not Paris, it's somewhere else, you see? So all I'm saying is Paris is my thing, but I encourage everyone to get their thing in any way that might be. And through creativity is a fantastic way to do that, to get your thing. So yeah, 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍, it's a poem which is coming to you, signed with love from Paris. And yeah, so this is the coolest thing, I think. It's the fact that you get a puzzle. You get 3 puzzles actually of your own, except they're just on a postcard, you see. So it's on a postcard, but it's a genuine puzzle which I've printed in a way so that you can cut it. You cut it up into little squares, and you cut it carefully along the edges of the black, and you've got one of my infinity squared intriguing puzzles. And you can play around with it. You start with any square in the middle, and you can always build up a complete picture. It's magic. There's no beginning, no end. So I really, really wanted people to experience that, even if all they ever do is adopt one puzzle piece. So you've got that one. You've got this one. And you see the printing, it's quite good. So you've actually got a lot of the texture is actually visible in this picture. So it's not the beautiful experience of having the piece, touching it, holding it, moving it around. It's little pieces of card, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And this is the 3rd one that you get. All of this is in the pack if you adopt a puzzle piece. In fact, every puzzle piece has the entire pack. You know, it's not you adopt 4 and you only get 1 pack. You get 4 packs. Okay, so that's 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍, actually. That belongs to someone who hasn't picked it up yet. N'est-ce pas, 𝗖𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗍? So that's it. That's the story. Karen says that's exciting. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Well, I'm sending them off. Look, Karen, I don't know if you've just joined. No, I don't think you have, but they're about to be sent off. Well, actually, yours isn't, but I can only do one thing at a time. I've just created the packs. Took a hell of a long time. But now that the packs are created and ready to go, it should be a lot faster. And I've just got to paint some stuff now. That's it. That was the end of today's Infinite Creativity Now Daily, which is what I'm kind of calling it when I can remember, where I go through the newsletter that I send out to newsletter subscribers. I recommend you subscribe to the newsletter here, please. And you get my 9 ninja tips to boost your creativity and productivity. They're fun. You know me, it's not just a boring list. And far, far from a boring list. There'll be another thing I'm going to offer newsletter subscribers as well. You keep up to date with me and you can chat with me on these lives. That's it. That's half an hour, and I'm definitely going to keep these to under half an hour, maybe 20 minutes. I don't know, it depends how many people comment and what we've got to say to each other. 6 o'clock in the evening, Paris time, same place, same time tomorrow. Bye-bye for now, and thanks for taking part. Thanks for watching the replay, by the way, as well. If you do want to comment on the replay, I'll still see your comments, and I will reply if I can. And leave me some questions on creativity and productivity, your tips or what's tricky for you, and I'll give you some ideas. And you can leave those in the comments under this video. Bye for now. See you again soon.